Hey guys, and I'm back here with another video, and today we have our hair, makeup, and our outfit done, which this is today's outfit. It's just, let's move this chair real fast. It's just this really cute kind of lace, top. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of got those little, stretchy things, so it stretches at one side. And then these cute little pants that I just thought would look it from the black, and then they have red, and red matches my lips. And the pink matches the pink necklace. And yeah, so I was just trying to tie everything in together. And I really wanted to do red lips, so these pants, they kind of have like a reddish on them. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let's just get into the video. I haven't done an outfit video in a while. That's normal because my videos, it's normally nighttime, but today it's daytime. It's exactly 5 o'clock. And that motorcycle was so loud. And this look took me a while, so I was like, you know what, we're just going to film some videos. So I filmed an ASMR video, and now this video. Which the ASMR video will be coming up later tonight, after I'm done hanging out with my boyfriend. Which my boyfriend had seen his plans, so I have to wait 30 minutes. So I thought, since my story times at least take like 30 minutes or longer, why don't we just tell a quick kind of story, not a quick story, because God knows it's me, so yeah. So today, by the title of this video, and yeah, we're going to be telling the story of the first time I've ever had my period, which I think I started my period the latest out of like all the girls. I started my period, little backstory. So my entire middle school, I go my entire middle school without a period, but in 8th grade, I kind of wanted people to think I had my period. Hear me out. I wanted people to think I had my period because I wanted people to think I was grown. Like, I already had boobs at the time, I already had like an ass, I had everything, except I didn't have my period. I had everything else a girl had when they were about to get their period. So I was like, I'm gonna get my period anyways during 8th grade. I have these humongous freaking boobs, I have this gigantic ass, my hips are so big, like, it's just, I'm gonna get it. Like, this is just how it goes. You start developing and you get your period. I'm trying to scare you girls. If you're a guy, you might want to pick up this video because we're about to get something dark. It's really about to get dark. And I was just like, why don't I have my period? So I go the entire day without a period, but I just told people I have my period. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on my period, blah, blah, blah. But I never was really on my period. Never started my period in 8th grade. I didn't know what it felt like. But I had always thought I was going to start it because, like, I knew when you had your period, you had cramps, and they were in your stomach, and, like, you bled. And, like, I just knew the basics. And so I was told when you are about to start your period, you'll hunch over. Like, you'll be, like, it'll hurt so bad you'll, like hunch over. Like, you'll be like this. Like, you just, like, hunch over. And so I was like, I used to do that a lot because it just hurt. And I was just like, why don't I have my period? Like, I hunch over, and it's, like, I was told that's what happens when you get your period. So I was just so curious. And so, the entire 8th grade and the entire summer go by, I have never had my period. Don't even know what it's like to have a period. I was, like, so glad, but I wasn't at the same time, and I was only glad after I got my period. And, I really wanted my period because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, you just bleeded and you got cramps and it lasted like 7 days. Not a big deal. It's okay. And then you had like cravings and like it just sounded like this magical world that I really wanted to live in. I really wanted to hit womanhood so fast. I really wanted to just be grown already. Like, even like growing up, I always wanted to just be grown. Always. My entire childhood, even now, I want to be an adult. Like, I don't want to be a kid. I don't think I've ever wanted to be a kid. But, you gotta go through your kid years before you can be an adult. Just like you gotta go through teen years before you can even... You gotta go through your kid years before you teenage years, which, whoa. And so, we get here, and I'm still lying about my period. But I used to just lie about it with my friends. Now I'm lying about it with my entire family. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my period. And I just told my dad that, so whenever I started my period, I had the materials I needed. I didn't have to go to him and be like, oh my god, did I just start my period? Because that's kind of really embarrassing. Yeah, it's embarrassing not to tell your mom, but it's embarrassing for me. It was embarrassing to tell any male. Even to this day, I don't like telling my boyfriend or my guy best friends that I'm on my period. I really don't. I only tell girls because I don't know. I feel like it's nasty. Like guys will find it nasty because like you're bleeding, and it's just like I don't know. So I didn't want to actually like tell my dad. So I made him think that I used these things when they were just sitting here, which they probably are still in here. Oh my god, they're still in here. And like I just made them think all this when it never really happened. So it's like probably the middle of ninth grade. That was the backstory. It was the middle of ninth grade, and I was still wondering, like, wow, if I don't have my period this year, like, wow, it's gonna hit me like hell next year. Like, wow, like, I'm gonna even be more developed next year than I am this year. Which, if you go to school with me, you know I'm like developed, but not that much. So, only if you go to school with me, or if you follow me on Instagram, like I'm not developed. I'm just developed. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean, but yeah. And so I was in second period one day, and second period is the period I have with my boyfriend. But at the time, he wasn't my boyfriend. He was like, me and him didn't get along. But he's my boyfriend now, so we're just going to call him my boyfriend now. And, so in second period, I'm like, oh, miss, can I go to the bathroom? And she's like, yeah, go. And take the pass, and I go to the bathroom. And in second period, I have, like, 12 of my friends in that class. It's me and like 12 of my friends. My best friends are in that class and like everything. Like I have my 2 best friends in that class and like my 3 good friends and like the rest are close friends or like people I had a crush on or something. I don't know. And so I go to the bathroom and I ask her to go to the bathroom because my stomach's really, 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 really hurting. And when I say really hurting, I mean it feels like I have to like it feels like I'm sick. Like I'm gonna be sick. Like I get nauseous and like I'm just thinking of food and I'm just like hunched over laying down on this desk. Like I'm like dead. Like really. And I asked her, can I go to the bathroom? And the entire first period I didn't feel anything. So I go and I'm like, okay. And so I go pee. Nothing happens. But guys, this video probably want to click off, and if you're like under the age of like, actually no, girls, if you're like under the age of 6, click off. This video is going to scare you. And so I go to wipe, right? And I notice it's a little bit red, and I'm just like, what? No, it can't be. Like, no, it really can't be. And I go back, and there's nothing. And I'm like, okay, so it didn't happen. False alarm. It's okay. It's okay. Guys, when I tell you that was the worst mistake I could have ever made, that was really the worst mistake I could have ever made. So I go back to second period, and I don't think anything of it. I really don't. And like when you're younger, you'll feel it. Like you'll feel it leaking. But like I was 14, so like I didn't feel it. And if so, I would have just tied my coat around, and I would have just been like, oh, like no one would have saw it because I always brought a coat. And so, in second period, and we're about to leave, and I'm like, oh my god. And my best friends are like, what? And I'm like, aren't you on your period? And they're like, no, why? I'm like, because it smells. And they're like, Martina, what are you talking about? And I'm like it smells. Like it smells like someone on their period, you know? Like it smells like an odor, like a really disgusting ass odor. And they're like, no, none of us are on a period. Like we haven't even started yet. We start in like a week. We're like being past it. One of my best friends says, I've been doing mine. One of my best friends says she's a week from it. And I'm like, do you guys think, and I asked the one that It's a week later. I'm like, do you think you started earlier? And they're like, no, I never. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, Martina, just go ask. Maybe you're on yours. Because all my friends had thought I had started my period already. Because I told them all, yeah, I'm on my period already. Like, yeah, I went to school like talking about how I'd already had a period. So when they hear me freaking out about like odors and stuff, they're like, what? And so they were just like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. So I asked Miss if I can go to the bathroom again, and she's like, yeah, Martina. And she pulls me aside, and she's like, Martina, what's wrong? Like, why do you keep going to the bathroom? And I'm like, I think I'm starting my period. And Miss was like, oh, did you been past? I'm like, no, like the first time. And Miss was like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. And so I go to the bathroom, and when I say it was like a horror movie, I mean it was like a horror movie. There was so much. I was like, so I go in the bathroom and I get in the stall and I feel so wet. I feel like I've either peed, sweat, or something. I feel soaking wet. Like my entire bottom area just felt soaking wet, like soaking wet. And so I was just like, okay, so I get in the stall and I'm like, okay. I put on my pants and I'm like, I look down, I'm like, put on my pants and I look down and I just scream. I'm like, and the girl that was in the bathroom at the time I was screaming, she literally walked in like right before I screamed, goes and knocks on the stall and says, are you okay? And I go, yeah, I'm fine. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, thank you though. And I wait till she leaves and I just scream again. I'm like, and this just keeps coming. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Oh my God. And I'm freaking out. My best friends are like, she's been in the bathroom for so long. So they go in the bathroom and they just walk in at the time like I'm like screaming and screaming and screaming. And they're like, Martina, what's wrong? And I'm like, there's so much. I've never had a period before and there's just so much. And I sit on the bottom of the stall floor bawling my eyes out, talking about how there's just too much. And I've never had a period before and I don't know what to do and I don't know how to deal with it and it's all over my pants. And I mean all over, like, bro, like it was down to like my ankle, bro. There was like so much, I was too late. And they're like, oh my God, Martina, like why didn't you tell us, like, we're not mad that you lied to us, but, like, why didn't you tell us sooner? Like, because I didn't know, just like you guys, like, I didn't know this. And I'm, like, bawling my eyes out. And they're like, Martina, unlock the stall. So I unlocked the stall, and they're like, Martina, it could just be, like, a cut. Like, you could have just cut yourself. And I'm like, look. And they just both come in the stall, and they just see all this blood all over me. All over me. And it was, like, all over me. Like, all over me. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do because she's all this blood. And I'm like, it's okay, Martina, we're just going to call your dad and you're just going to go home. And I was like, no, that's the last thing I can do. Like, the things that I've already started my period. And they sit down and they go, Martina, why did you make me think you started your period? Because I've always wanted to be a woman. I've always wanted to be grown. I've always wanted to be older than that. I didn't want to be a kid anymore. So I thought when I was in middle school that was the best way to be grown. And they were like, no, Martina, having a period sucks. Trust me, since you started your period now, we're going to wish you'd never started your period. And they're true. They're 100% true. I cherish moments I'm not on my period, and I hate the moments I am. Because it's just it's so much pain, it's so much this, and just anything, and everything. And so they get me cleaned up in the bathroom, and one of them has an extra pair of leggings, and they're black. And when you're on your period, you wear black. So I was so glad one of them had an extra pair of pants, and I just gave my pants to them, and they took them home, and they washed them the right way. Still have those pants to this day. They still wash them. I don't know how to wash my period pants. They get ruined, and I just leave them there. It sounds gross, but I am new to this whole period thing, so I'm not really sure how to clean them properly or proper or anything. And So, like, I started my period, and the entire day I was just so upset. I hated it. I was like, oh my god, like, I can't believe it. And the worst part about it was my underwear. I was wearing, as otherwise known as a thong. So when you're on your period, you're wearing a thong, it's kind of hard. So I had to place, so they gave me this pad, and I had to place it on that thong. And it just kept moving and flipping and doing this. As long as there's one strand. Yeah. And so, yeah. That was my graphically disgusting period story. And now I'm going to tell you guys my most embarrassing period moment. And this is towards closer to the end of the year. This happened like 5 months ago. This story I'm about to tell you happened 5 months ago. That one happened way long ago, like 8 months ago. 8 months ago that happened. So, I was in 4th period one day, and I felt the feeling of having your period. I'm like, oh god, here it comes. Here it comes, here it comes, here it fucking comes. Like, here it comes. Like, it's about to hit me. It's about to hit me. It's about to smack me on my face and hit me so hard. So I go to the bathroom, and I put a pad on, stick a tampon in, and I'm just like, okay, fight me. But this day, I was having a really bad day, and I was also intoxicated. So, that's what I thought I did. I thought I put a tampon and a pad in. No. So there's 3 things you can use in your period. Pad, tampon, and a period cup. And it just happened to be that my friend had one of my pads out. And I had no tampons. One of my pads out for a period cup. You know what a period cup is? I guess you better look it up. Educate yourself. Sorry, but I don't really know how to describe it. And so, she gives me this period cup, and I'm intoxicated, so I don't know what I'm using. I don't even really care. I'm like, it's my period, I'm just over it, like, I just want this shit to be over with. And my period normally lasts like 4 to 5 days. No more, no less, unless it's a few times, which it's starting to get irregular, which is really irritating. And, well, so, she gave me this period cup, and I put it in. For 1, the wrong way. For 2, didn't know how to use it. And for 3, I fucked everything up. Fucked everything up. So, there's the 3 things I did wrong. And I just go back to my 4th period and I'm like, you know, screw it. This is going to be over with anyways. I'm going to be fine. It's the last period of the day. So I'm sitting in 4th period. 4th period is 1 hour and 75 minutes. And we're an hour into it. And the teacher asked me to go up there and write a math problem. That was my math class. And we go up, and I made this math problem. And I walk up there, and I don't think there's anything on my pants. I don't think there's anything. I think I'm fine, it's okay. Even though how bad I didn't want to go up there because I just felt like there's something that was going to go wrong, right? I went up there anyways and I did this. There was blood all over the back of my pants. I bled out. And I was still writing this math problem. Well, the entire class was laughing at me. I had friends in my class. Like, I had like 5 or 6 friends in my class. And everyone with 5 or 6 friends were laughing at me. And I'm just like, what's the big problem? And they're like, Martina, your pants. And I'm like, what about them? And I was wearing freaking white pants. White pants on the day I started my period. White pants! Who the hell wears white pants? White pants. White. So I'm getting to my white pants and I'm like, question, do you want to go to the bathroom with a nurse? So I'm like, the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom, and I figure out I put a period cup. So then we leave the class, and lucky for me, I had shorts, but they were fucking white. So I was wearing white shorts, and I was in the bathroom for like 75 minutes. Like screaming, crying, I'd ruined my entire makeup, every stitch of it. My mascara was running on my face, concealer and powder, foundation and highlighter and blush and contour, all wiped off my face, all gone. My lipstick was smudged, my brows were ruined, everything about that day was just demolished. So I go to see my boyfriend, and my boyfriend comes and kisses me. And I'm like, no. Well, not my boyfriend now, like ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend does that. At that time he was my boyfriend, but now it's not my boyfriend. Yeah, get the point. I go up to the friend that did it, and we're gonna call her Cheryl. I go up to Cheryl, and I'm like, Cheryl, what the hell? Blah, 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 blah. You let me bleed out of fourth period, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just really needed a pad, and I knew you had them. And all I had was a period cup, but I didn't want to tell you. Well, you could have warned me. And she's like, it's okay. And she responds with this, and this made me so irritated. And she responds with, I didn't need it anyways, it was a false alarm. And I'm like, this is me in my head, I'm like, so you made me bleed over my class, ruin my makeup, get ears with my boyfriend, just for a false alarm? Bitch, what? And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, Cheryl, just walk off. So Cheryl walks off, and I don't know what to say after that. I went home and just cried. I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I just cried and cried, bro. Cried and cried. Like, I just cried. The rest of that day, I cried. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my period story times. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go on my date now. So, yes. And I hope you guys enjoyed my ASMR video, this video, and I did a Roblox video today, and I think I did one. Yeah, I did one more, and I did a makeup tutorial without, like, I didn't talk at all. I just played music, and I didn't even make the beginning there, I just got in there anyways. So if you guys want to go check that out, and how I got this makeup look, then go check it out. And if you wanted to see the one with audio of me talking, well, I will film another one of those tomorrow. And for me, it's spring break, so expect a lot of videos coming. Tomorrow, I'm going to hang out with all my friends, so don't expect as much, but I have to still get ready, so expect to see a either makeup tutorial or get ready with me or night routine tonight. I don't know. Just expect to see something. Love you all so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. And if you all enjoyed this, don't forget to smash the like button. Comment down below if your period story is, or have you started your period yet? And don't forget to subscribe, join the family, hit the notification bell, because when we get 20 subscribers, we're doing something amazing. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just hit it. Just hit it. Just hit it. 4 away from it. We're 4 away from it. Come on, guys. 4 more subscribers, and then you get a great video. Bye, guys.